Are you sick of the rat race? Want to quit your job, but you're scared of taking that big leap? Well, what if I told you that you didn't have to? In this video, I'm going to be sharing 8 side hustles you can start from home so you can dip your toes in and try something new without the stress of leaving your day job just yet. Let's get started. Side hustle number 1, T-shirt design. And here's how much money you could potentially make. On average, graphic designers who sell their designs on Redbubble make about $36 per month. Now, some people who do this as a full-time job say they can make over $4,000 per month. So here's how it works. First, you want to pick a platform. There are a few different options for this, but my favorite one is Redbubble because you don't need to drive traffic to the site. They already have an audience. You upload your designs and then they handle all of the marketing, the sales, and the shipping. Next, we want to come up with a niche or an idea for our t-shirt line. Some ideas could be motivational quotes, funny sayings, pop culture references, or even inside jokes. If you're not that creative and coming up with the actual design is holding you back, no worries. You don't even have to be artistic. Sites like Canvas have tons of templates that you can customize to fit your needs. And finally, you want to start uploading. Most successful sellers on Redbubble have between 250 and 500 listings. It takes time to build up your store, so don't get discouraged if you don't see results right away. Side hustle number 2, virtual assistant. And here's how much money you could potentially make. According to ZipRecruiter, the average hourly pay for a virtual assistant is $19. That's about $40,000 a year. And here's why this is such a great option. There's always going to be a demand for virtual assistants because pretty much every business owner out there needs one. They just don't know it. Here's how it works. First, we want to find a skill set that we can offer. This could be anything from scheduling appointments to managing social media accounts to helping with email marketing. Next, we want to identify a target market. Are you going to help fitness instructors with their social media or dog walkers with their email marketing? Finally, we need to find clients, and this can be done by reaching out to local businesses or by using sites like Upwork or Fiverr. Once you've got your skills identified and you've found your target market, you're good to go. Side hustle number 3, Etsy shop. And here's how much money you could potentially make. The top 1% of Etsy sellers made more than $10,000 in the last year. So here's how it works. First, you want to decide what you're going to sell in your shop. Will you be selling digital or will you be selling handmade items? Next, we need to consider the competition. Is there already a lot of competition for the item that you're trying to sell? And if there is, how can you make yours stand out? Once you've found a product that you think will sell well, it's time to start listing. Make sure to take high-quality pictures and write detailed descriptions so that customers know exactly what they are getting. When you're first starting out, it might take a while to make sales, but don't give up. It could take up to a year to really start building up your customer base. Side hustle number 4, sell stock photos. And here's how much money you could potentially make. According to ZipRecruiter, the average pay for stock photo photographers is $43,000 per year. So here's how it works. First, you want to pick a platform. There are many different platforms out there that you can sell your photos on, but my favorite ones are Adobe Stock and Shutterstock. Next, we want to find a niche or an idea for our photo portfolio. Some examples could be nature, travel, or even fashion. Make sure whatever you choose, you enjoy it because you're going to be spending a lot of time with it. Finally, you want to start submitting. Make sure that your photos are high quality and relevant to your chosen niche. As you start to build up a portfolio, you should start seeing some sales. Side hustle number 5, proofreading. And here's how much money you could potentially make. Proofreaders make around $27 an hour, which comes out to roughly $56,000 a year. So here's how it works. First, you want to identify a niche or an area of expertise. This could be anything from academic papers to marketing materials to even fiction novels. Next, you want to look for work. There are many different places that you can look for proofreading jobs, but my favorites are Upwork and Fiverr. Finally, once you've landed a client, you want to make sure that you deliver high-quality work so that you can get good reviews and hopefully repeat customers. Side hustle number 6, social media manager. And here's how much money you could potentially make. According to Salary.com, social media managers make on average $55,000 per year. So here's how it works. First, you want to find a niche or an area of expertise. This could be anything from running Facebook ads to growing an Instagram following to creating TikTok videos. Next, you want to identify your target market. Are you going to help small businesses with their social media, or will you focus on influencers? Finally, you want to reach out to potential clients and let them know that you're available for hire. You can do this by networking, cold emailing, or even posting on social media. Side hustle number 7, resume writing. And here's how much money you could potentially make. According to ZipRecruiter, the average pay for resume writers is $50,000 per year. So here's how it works. First, you want to create a portfolio of resumes that you've written for yourself or for others. If you don't have any experience writing resumes, you can volunteer to write resumes for friends or family members. Next, you want to set your prices based on your experience level. If you're just starting out, you may charge less than someone with years of experience. Finally, you want to let people know that you're available for hire. You can do this by putting up flyers at local businesses or by advertising your services online. And side hustle number 8, become a blogger. And here's how much money you could potentially make. According to ZipRecruiter, the average salary for bloggers is $75,000 per year. But there are also self-made millionaires out there who started their blogs as a side hustle. So here's how it works. First, you want to pick a topic that you're passionate about. This could be anything from personal finance to travel to beauty. Next, we want to find a niche within that topic. This will help you to stand out from the competition and attract a specific audience. For example, if you're passionate about travel, you could focus your blog on budget travel, or you could focus on luxury travel. Finally, you want to start writing. It takes time to build up a readership, but don't get discouraged. With hard work and dedication, you can turn your passion into a profitable blog. Now, before we go, make sure to comment down below and let me know which side hustle you're going to try. Also, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.